I'm gonna skip to the next story because I have to go back.
Wait, while you have some time because I know that you guys are big fans of.
Oh, what do you got, Wes?
Of butts. Here's Miss Croatia's.
My goodness!
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey!
Oh yeah!
Good morning
And welcome to episode 1103 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, December 14th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Mark's got RIP to the pirate and much more in the cup of coffee in the big time.
That's right. That's going to be the cream of the crop, but much more before.
Yes. But fond memories we'll always have. We'll talk about it more in a minute. I've got a naughty international moment on deck after that. You guys, it's going to get real naughty.
Ooh, freaking nasty.
Yeah. One of Wes's favorite subjects may rear its head in there.
Oh.
A recent
Desk sex
Yeah,
on a desk.
no, a recent fling you've been having with a particular subject.
Oh, okay. Lady boys.
Yeah.
Oh
No, maybe. Maybe.
we'll never know. We can't tell.
Who knows?
Exactly.
And speaking of Wes, he has perhaps the most shocking international news of all to close this episode out today.
Yeah. It's very upsetting. We'll talk about it later, but a whole generation is going to miss out on one of the greatest pleasures in life, thanks to some morons in charge. So,
Whew.
Whoa.
It sounds rough.
That's a big mistake. That's like letting COVID out of the lab. Sounds like, yeah. It's a big one. Wes, speaking of big ones, you had a big move today. Helped move.
well, no, honestly, I was going to take off today because my girlfriend, she closed on her house, so I was helping. We're doing the pre-move where you get all the little shit in your car, so you don't have to waste hours with the actual movers moving your little shit.
Yeah,
so you save money that way. So that's what we were doing.
And then you were going to celebrate and hang out, but
actually box it up, right?
And then we're gonna have a nice evening, which we haven't had in weeks, but that was.
But you're working now.
Yeah, I'm working now. But hey, it is
now you get to have an evening with us.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to be here. No one was angry with me. She was, very understanding, so that's fine. Very
good.
nice.
Well, she closed on a house, so that's good.
Yeah, she's happy. She likes doing. She's doing her own shit, putting up live, laugh, love shit or whatever she's doing.
Yeah. Cleansing the house from spirits and shit.
Yeah.
Had I known, I would have lit some candles, Wes. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. Do you guys want to do the news?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
All right, first up, jam-packed, but a joke of the day. And look, some people love the joke of the day and some don't. I say, if the jokes are there, we have them, they're good. I like to do them. But here also, Xavier, longtime Hive member, requested it. He said in the Discord, "Where have the jokes of the day been the last couple of days?" Cry face. Sometimes your guys' reactions to them are even funnier, funnier. And so he threw in a little bit of flattery there, which will get you everywhere. Mm-hmm. But I'm on to you, Xavier, because I think it's partially because he had a funny joke in the Discord that he was waiting for me to read.
Of course, that's why he did it.
Yeah. So here's a joke from Xavier. Let me read it. What type of doctor treats transgender men?
What type of doctor treats transgender men?
Mm-hmm. A guy now collegist.
Oh.
Gynecologist. Hey, guy now. Nice.
Great one, Xavier.
Yeah. And then he wanted us to read it. And then one more, and then the news. This one's from Monk Weiser. It says, one of the guys I served with sent me this one. So this is from, I don't know if I should have said that out loud, but whatever. It's just funny. What's the difference between a Taliban headquarters and an Iraqi grade school? I don't know, bro. I just fly the drone.
Oof.
All right, let's do the news. That's funny. Come on.
Yeah. Oh
shit.
yeah. No, it is. It's a dark. It's a
Mark
dark. roast
Weiser
on that
brings
one.
the dark to the.
Well, Tom made him look ashamed. Tom is so dark that I can't even comment on what Tom's been putting in the joke.
Yeah.
Oh, it's worse than
1,000 times worse than that
schools?
joke. Way darker. Get in on patreon.com/hardfactor if you want to see what Tom's been up to. Good Lord. Let's start with sports. And do you guys see those clouds? You guys see those clouds?
Living on the edge of a lightning bolt, and I do not apologize for that.
That's right. It's a lightning round of sports. We're going to get to more sports later, as I foreshadowed. But let's, speaking of legends, because we're going to get to a sports legend later, Messi, he had a pretty good day in the semifinals yesterday, didn't he? Argentina.
He really did, but he ruined everybody else's day because Miss Croatia said that she was going to get naked, and then
that's right.
Did she?
Yeah, Argentina beat the shit out of Croatia and has moved into their second World Cup final in the past 3 World Cups and await the winner of France-Morocco today. And congratulations, Argentina. Wrong. Because like Will said, Argentina's selfish. They cheated. They cheated all of us out of getting to see Miss Croatia naked.
I bet we can find some pictures online.
That was going around.
Again, that was reported by @the Daily Loud. So we've been duped by them before. So if this is fake, our bad. But it's great. It is great. It's great to think it was real.
I'm going to believe him on this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe him every time.
That's right.
Miss Croatia.
Yeah.
You could probably search Miss Croatia gets gangbanged and find a few videos. Maybe.
Well, they might not be of her though. It's just I'm sure you could see Miss Croatia naked and you're going to get 70,000 naked women. But do we know it's exactly this Miss Croatia? I don't know.
She has a pretty distinct look. You can
listen. All
probably
it takes
even
is
some deep fakes of her.
Red lipstick.
Miss Croatia, the most buxom
more than
Miss
that,
in the
Wes.
history of the
I
Miss
know.
Universe pageant, I would say, or any Miss pageant for that matter, tweeted that out before the game yesterday. She said, if Croatia wins the World Cup, I will get naked, I promise. Because,
Damn it.
yeah, apparently that information did not get relayed to the referee who awarded Argentina a penalty kick in the first half. He could have just pretended he didn't see. Or the Argentine goalie who pitched a shutout. Apparently no one told them.
I actually kind of blame her now for Croatia's crumbling loss. I mean, they got crushed by Argentina 3-0.
It's too much pressure.
Way too much pressure, Mark. I mean, come on. You're telling me Miss Croatia, the whole world of men is hoping for you to get Miss Croatia to get naked. That's more pressure than any World Cup.
It's more pressure than actually the World Cup.
Is Messi gay?
You're not.
He certainly played like he was.
He played like he's super gay
He
today.
played like the gayest man on earth yesterday. Assists, goals. He looks
Passing
like
it.
Messi 12 years ago. Definitely going to be rooting against Argentina now in the finals for blowing that one for us. Those selfish pricks.
That guy can take a penalty kick though. Messi, holy shit.
He roofed
having
that one
such a
upper
tournament.
90.
I mean, he feels like he's got to win, especially like after the shock loss to start, and then just to go on a tear afterwards. It's so
Dude,
great.
how did they lose to Saudi Arabia?
That's the question.
That was a bribe. That was a bribe. They knew they could get out of the round still. Speaking of selfish moves, check out this. Do I have a picture of him? I have to pull up a picture of him. I'm gonna skip to the next story because I have to go back.
Wait, while you have some time because I know that you
go
guys
for
are
it.
big fans of
What do you got, Wes?
of butts. Here's Miss Croatia's.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, sir.
Whoa!
Yes.
It's like it's actually eating the one piece she's wearing.
Mhm.
It's consumed it, and it
Yeah, I
just
don't know if
doesn't
that's
exist on the
YouTube
lower
legal
cheeks.
or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks,
Where's
Messi.
that? That's her Instagram.
What the hell's
just-
Messi's problem?
When you what is his fucking problem? He's hitting upper 90 PKs.
Fuck's his problem? Here we go.
Screw you guys!
Speaking of selfish moves, check out this quote 12-year-old kid who was on the 12 and under championship Pee Wee football team.
Oh goodness, he's got a
How old does
mustache.
he look?
12 and under.
Got
Looks
a
like he's
tattoo,
32.
forearm
Tattoo,
tattoo,
no
mustache, dreadlocks.
That's incredible. That's 12-year-old Jeremiah Johnson of Texas, who won the 12 and under MVP honors at the Youth National Championship in Miami. Yeah, no shit, he did. He was averaging about 300 yards and 5 touchdowns at running back, and adding a few sacks a game on the other end. A few interceptions.
Because he's 18.
He's 28. He's not 18.
Yeah.
He's 36. He ain't 18 either.
He has some pretty like unweathered palms. I could believe that he's a little bit younger, but he's not. And that ink is new. Like, so it's a fresh tattoo, but still not under 12. No.
Certainly not. Like you guys said, full mustache, large arm tattoo. Taken to the internet where absolutely no one, including his parents, believe he's 12. Here are some of the comments. One Bendo says, "Oh, his birthday's on a leap year."
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. And It's Ralph says, he's 12 in dog years. My boy's 12 in dog years.
My boy.
My boy.
And then SWS PhD says, 12 ? Size 12 shoes maybe, 12th grade maybe, eats 12 eggs a day maybe, one of the 12 disciples maybe, and then someone comments pack 12 maybe.
What's up with
fucking 12?
Yeah, I love the commenters. My boy is great. Also, my guy. Have you noticed that one?
Yeah,
my guy.
My guy is such a internet.
My guy's on his third marriage, you know?
Yeah.
Where's my guy? Is that just am I just so old not being a my guy?
Yeah, my guy, you got to get with it.
You got to say my guy. Others
said things like one person said, "He was in my house with my ex-wife in 1979," and one mom of an opposing team said, "No, this is for real. We played him at 10 and under, and he had a full mustache too. Then too, no joke. He's had a full mustache since 10.
Give me a break.
He's been lying since 10.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he got in the system. So when he was like 6, he was actually 10.
He got in the 10 and under at 16. Now he's 18 at the 12 and under.
Look at that.
I bet he's like 16 right now. He's like 4 years older than what he says he is.
Right.
He's not 12.
But he's just the oldest looking 16-year-old of all time. And he also says he's 12.
They'll get to the bottom of it when he goes to college, probably. Not in the 12 and under league, apparently.
Is he going to be eligible for NCAA?
Well,
he's going to be too old.
If he's actually 12, he's going to get recruited today.
Right.
Well, I mean, he's going to be the best left tackle of all time.
Yeah. Right now it's running back because he's head and shoulders.
Well, right. Yeah. But
bigger.
That's just because he's the biggest, fastest, strongest guy.
But if he's really old, he's just small.
It's true.
Well, if he's just
How
really
old could he
athletic
be,
and
though?
small.
He's so pathetic if he's really
can only
old.
be so old. You can't.
Stomping over 12-year-olds. Holding up trophies.
Yeah.
What do you think the oldest he could really be is? Like,
I think the oldest he could be realistically is 15. I think he might be 15.
If he's 16 or 17, he's the biggest scumbag on earth. Holding up that fucking trophy.
12 and under. He's probably 12. In other football news,
if that's God,
it's funny though. The full mustache is just.
If he's actually 12,
yeah, the internet doesn't buy it.
What are kids eating these days?
I feel bad for him if he's 12 because 12-year-olds like can't process all this. You know?
Right. Yeah.
He's like he's innocent if he's 12, but if he's 16, obviously that's a dick move.
He's got a forearm tattoo though.
That could be like a fake tattoo.
That could be like fake tattoo. I think it's a fake tattoo.
That's a henna.
Yeah, it could be henna. Yeah, the mustache at 10 is unreal.
I got to hear him talk. You know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but if he's gone through puberty, he's gonna sound like a man.
I got to see him drive a car.
Yeah, exactly.
He's done this before. In other football news, Kyler Murray tore his ACL in a non-contact play and will miss the rest of this year and probably some of next season. He was carted off on Sunday night from the Cardinals-Patriots game in tears, and that's just a bad season for him and the Cardinals, who are 4-9 after a great start, like 10-0 to last year before it collapsed. Then a big contract extension. Things aren't great in Arizona, and look out, teenagers in Call of Duty and other games, because Kyler Murray's got a lot of free time on his hands. He's going to be getting some kill streaks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
KD is going to be so high. He's just like him. He's also talk about weed. I'm assuming because he's a big Call of Duty guy. When you're injured, that's the biggest weed time of your life.
Oh yeah,
you're just like on edibles all the time.
He's going to be playing so many video games. Kyler Murray looks much younger than this 12-year-old kid.
A lot younger,
significantly younger. Like he could pass as 12.
He's got a beard though now.
Yeah.
In
Clean shaven Kyler Murray could pass as 12. This kid clean shaven. Look at his face, even without the mustache, looks like he's seen decades. Anyways, and to round out the sports lightning round, college basketball is really getting into the swing of the season, and the Virginia Tech Hokies are 10-1 with a win over last year's runner-up North Carolina and are ranked number 24. How did that get in here? Go Hokies!
Wow.
How'd that get in there? All right, next up, this is kind of sports too, but it's really also pop culture, and more importantly, it's just mean. Larsa Pippen is now appearing on shows and flaunting Marcus Jordan, her ex-husband's nemesis' son, on national TV.
Oh, wow. Together?
Well, yeah, sort of. So she went on the Andy Cohen show, as you can see here. And
oh, man.
She brought Marcus. Marcus
Larsa
was sitting in the front row. And so Andy Cohen obviously was like, so what's up with you and Marcus Pippen or Marcus Jordan? Like, obviously you're banging him, right? And she's like, no, we're just friends. And he was like, friends with benefits, clearly, right? And she goes, she just laughed and didn't say anything. And he was like, why are you doing this to your ex-husband? And she goes, I didn't really hang out with the Jordans until like a couple of years ago, so it's not like a huge deal since Scottie hated him. We didn't really hang out family-wise. And he's just like, why are you doing this to him?
Any other family, Larsa?
Yeah. She says he's just a friend. Ask Biz Marquis how that turned out.
Marcus Jordan's face in the crowd. I mean, he's the happiest guy on earth.
Well, he's eating Larsa Pippen's vagina and asshole every night. Mm-hmm. She's pretty buxom herself.
And she's dressed like a candy cane.
Here's them walking in New York after the Andy Cohen show, holding hands. So very friendly.
Oh wait, Larsa. I was thinking Larsa was the other girl. Whoops.
Me too.
No. She's this one. And here they are on the beach when they're caught on the beach.
Was Larsa in red or in black?
No,
black. She's on the far right, black.
Oh, okay.
Black.
Who's the girl in the red? Jesus.
No, that might be Larsa.
Yeah, that's unfair that you put that up at the same time.
Yeah.
Those girls are sharing.
I didn't even look at the other girl, honestly. Didn't even look at
her.
Yeah, I think Larsa put on a few pounds after she started banging Marcus because she used to be a little bit. Anyways, so that's fucked up. She just holding.
Yeah. Oh well, all around. It's a mess.
She's a mean person. Larsa is. She's a very mean person.
I mean, what is she trying to do? Get Scottie committed? She's trying to get Scottie to kill himself?
He's already an alcoholic from what I can tell.
Well, that's not going to help. I mean, maybe he has a reason to. What the hell?
Right, well, why are they all so mean to each other? I just don't understand it.
Well,
like they're all struggling, obviously.
He must have been really mean to her in their relationship for her to be this venomous post-relationship. He might have just been viciously mentally abusive for decades to her, because I can't imagine someone doing this. Yeah, it's so mean. She fucking hates Scottie Pippen, that's for sure. There's only one guy in the world, in fact, getting his balls busted harder than Scottie Pippen right now, and that's unnamed 26-year-old Indian man that was recently suffering from severe pain and swelling in his testicles, as well as fevers for the past few months. So not great, right?
Not great.
Yeah.
Not great. Yeah,
as bad as it gets.
Yeah, it's not good. He went to the doctors finally and was like, hey, my testicles have been swollen. As you can see, they're huge, and they're in pain. They're sore. And they
I tried to hold off for several days, but
yeah. And I'm not Scottie Pippen. My balls are getting busted over here. You wouldn't believe it, but
I can't take it indefinitely, Larsa.
So they gave this dude an MRI, which showed that he had parasitic worms swimming in his nuts. They were described as dancing worms.
Are they eating his nuts?
They're dancing around in them.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
Is this like a lizard STD?
Yeah, I guess it happens every once in a while. So, but
wait, you said he got it from a lizard?
From fucking a lizard?
Yeah.
From fucking a lizard?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, it's not common.
It sounds extremely uncommon. Almost like you'd have to fuck a lizard to get it.
Yeah. So they killed the guy via firing squad, obviously, because at his request and theirs.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
We need to get him out of here. They burned the carcass.
He had what they call lymphatic filariasis, commonly known as elephantiasis of the testicles. It's a neglected tropical disease that occurs when a mosquito bite infects the patient's lymphatic system with a species of microscopic roundworm. So sometimes, very rarely, a mosquito can put a roundworm in your entire lymphatic system, which runs throughout your body. This time they swam down to the testicles and started dancing around. And it made his balls elephantiticized.
So they knew that could happen? That's something that doctors know can happen to you?
Yeah.
Or is he the first man with this one? Or
This should be there's a lot of people that get it in their entire system, but sometimes it's in your leg and it swells up like your leg instead of
right.
You know what I mean?
Not always your nuts.
Not always your nuts.
Unlucky for him then.
It is. Maybe they should put this on like a travel warning, right? Like Zika virus, like wherever he is, you should probably know before you're going that you could get this, right? Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
But they call it elephantitis thing because it makes your nuts big. And while I was researching this story, I came across this Instagram story randomly, so I wanted to play it.
Testicle sack is now so large he has to wear a huge hoodie upside down instead of trousers.
This is nuts.
Yeah, 130-pound nuts.
Oh, why
Good
didn't
Lord.
somebody
Was
help
that-
that guy out?
Yeah.
Firing squad. You want to see it again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But is this the same thing?
Testicle sack is now so large he has to wear a huge hoodie upside down instead of trousers.
Look at that.
Oh, fuck.
I don't
Same
know.
thing?
Well, it's got to be some sort of elephantitis of the testicles. You see the size of those things?
Yeah.
You guys want to hear a fucked up elephantitis story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was, it was one Christmas, I was drinking heavily and we were in Philadelphia and we were doing a Santa crawl, me and some buddies. And we were, just bouncing bar. By the last bar, I was so drunk and everyone was wearing like elf outfits or whatever. And I somehow my brain thought it was Halloween. And there was a girl outside of the last bar smoking a cigarette with elephantitis of the hand.
Whoa.
And
What?
You're like,
somehow
nice costume.
I thought it was a costume. And I was like, what's with the hand? And I was like, that's awesome. And she's like, you're real.
What are you playing, a freak for Halloween?
Yeah, she's like, you're real smart, aren't you? And then it like clicked in, like I came out of my like blackout, and I was like, oh my god. And I tried to apologize her like profusely, like I followed her around the bar, like trying to apologize, hammered, which is the last thing she wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to insult your freakish hand.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was Halloween, and your freak hand was just a costume.
I thought it was a great costume.
Yeah.
No, you got to leave. Not far
Yeah, no,
away.
we left
As far
soon
away,
after that,
far
yeah.
away as possible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yikes. Couple of quick business updates. As reported breaking on yesterday's show, the CEO and founder of FTX Crypto and total piece of shit, Sam BF, the BF stands for big fucking, and then you get to insert whatever you want, was arrested in the Bahamas and is being brought back to the U.S. to go to jail probably for a very long time. The U.S. House of Representatives, oh, there he is, popping up. Perfect, Eric, thank you. The U.S. House of Representatives House Financial Services Committee had a hearing on FTX yesterday. In that hearing, the current FTX CEO, John J. Ray, spoke as the panel's sole witness. He testified that the company had, quote, no record keeping whatsoever. They used bookkeeping. They used QuickBooks for a multi-billion-dollar portfolio. That was all they had, is they used QuickBooks, which any startup can use. This is really, he said, quote, this is really just old-fashioned embezzlement. This is just taking money from customers and using it for your own purpose. No sophistication at all. Sophistication, perhaps, in the way they are hiding something, frankly, right in front of your eyes. This is just plain old embezzlement. It's old school. It's old school.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what he
just a
said.
Ponzi
Yeah.
scheme straight up. That's all FTX was a straight up. I mean, it's exactly the same as Madoff.
He's
It's
doing
a-
like what Elon Musk is doing with the Twitter files. And he's like, just like the new CEO is like, yeah, we're fucked. We had QuickBooks and looks like everything.
Right, he's just admitting to everything. Well, yeah, because he doesn't want to. I mean,
was-
in this case, Elon's just trying to prove that they were assholes and maybe committed some crimes. In this case, he's just like, I don't want to be accused of being remotely involved with any of these crimes that this dude committed. It was just fraud.
What a shitty job to inherit. CEO of FTX now. That's from the current CEO of FTX. Sam Big Fucking Dweeb has been indicted on 8 criminal charges, including wire fraud and conspiracy by misusing customer funds. And that's coming from the federal prosecutors of New York, whose win percentage is probably around 99.9% of cases they try. So 8 felonies from federal. He's fucked.
He's fucked.
Fucked.
I like how many SWAT team members they thought it was going to take down that dweeb. There's
dweeb.
like 50 of them.
Yeah.
Like this 12-year-old kid could have gone and just.
Well,
that's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That is all you need.
Yeah.
But
sign him up for the federal task force.
He's got a high likelihood of being offed at some point.
Well, everyone wants to kill him
because he. Not only that, not only did the people who he stole their money want to kill him, the people who were benefited from him stealing the money want to kill him too, probably.
Everyone wants to kill him, yeah.
This guy is just like,
I think he wants to kill
our
himself.
Government benefited from that motherfucker.
Everyone wants to kill him.
Yeah. He's the loose end of all loose ends. Yeah.
Yeah. And the last piece of business news before we get to the main story today is Ticketmaster's back at it again. And by back at it, I mean fucking over their customers and getting drug all over the internet. Bad Bunny, ever heard of him?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
He's like
just like my guy, though, I have no idea what it means.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I didn't think you guys
full transparency.
I didn't think you guys were big Bad Bunny guys. I know Eric knows who Bad Bunny is. He's like Taylor Swift level popular, BTS level, maybe bigger. The Puerto Rican rapper was the most streamed artist on Spotify for the 3rd year in a row this year with over 18.5 billion streams.
Holy shit.
He's huge. Big deal. And his tour is constantly sold out and notoriously a hard to get and expensive ticket. He had a little show at the Estadio Azteca in Mexico this weekend, which is a venue that can fit, well over 80,000 people. And every single Mexican and some people from other countries tried to attend. A lot of them tried to attend with fake tickets. A lot of them did. So many so that ticket takers at the stadium started to think that all tickets were fake, and several hundred up to a couple thousand people with real tickets from Ticketmaster got turned away from the stadium with suspected fake tickets.
Ooh.
Isn't it all done digitally now? I mean,
should be. It should be. That's where we need the cut pack to step in, huh?
Yeah.
It is in the States, maybe not in Mexico, but also probably they were bringing fake barcodes, right? Like they were trying to claim
fake barcodes.
So even the digital, they were trying to fake it out. Like there's always going to be a way to something about live events. Here's something you should know. There's always a way to sneak in. Now you might not think so. It might, but these things are not Fort Knox. So like whether it's a sporting event or it is a
when you have 80,000 people like plus converging on the same area at the same time, you can slip in a crack.
Exactly. Not only that, but then you can have these other ways of like presenting a fake ticket to get in. Right. So it's going to happen at every single big venue. I didn't know Bad Bunny was that popular to cause that many people try to get in.
Yeah. You get the most popular artist in the world.
Wow. The best is like a fake media pass and like holding a camera. You can get in anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. If you dress like you're working there. Yeah. A few bad manzanas ruined it for everyone. And Ticketmaster had to apologize. Look, do we need the cut pack to step in? That's what I want to know, because the archaic ticket monopoly at Ticketmaster is having a bad fourth quarter.
Well, I think it's just the Ticketmaster is just a joke. You laugh at them. You have paid Ticketmaster in your lifetime hundreds or thousands of dollars of service fees, and so you just laugh at them because they've been fucking you your whole life. Now they're fucking themselves finally, and you just get to sit here and watch it until they start fucking you again.
It's terrible. Just like the Taylor Swift thing. It's like some of these people are never going to get another shot to see Bad Bunny. That was like they got the ticket. Luckily, it's expensive. They're fucked.
Yeah, I'm writing down a note here to listen to some Bad Bunny. I really got to get in touch with the
add to his stream record.
The new stuff here.
You need to get with it. It's been 3 years.
Got to listen to some Bad Bunny, my guy.
He's been on top of the charts for 3 years. He's been headlining WrestleManias, bro.
My guy, have you heard the latest Bad Bunny?
And that takes us to
the cream of the crop.
And today's story is the passing of legendary passing of legendary college football coach and real life pirate Mike Leach. R.I.P. and swing your sword, right? What a character that dude was. He reportedly suffered some heart failure. He was the age of 61. So
sad.
Yeah.
Sad. Offensive genius.
Yeah.
I think,
Who did he coach for?
Wes said,
Yeah.
I'm Googling Mike Leach right now.
I got you, Wes. I got you.
Honestly.
We're gonna by the end of this, in the next 6 minutes, you're going to know all about Mike Leach.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Leach was a 2-time National Coach of the Year, 3-time Conference Coach of the Year, and the genius behind the air raid offense, which he came up with at Kentucky as an offensive coordinator. Tim Couch won a Heisman under his system. That set all sorts of records offensively, the air raid system. Famous at Texas Tech, which he coached at from 2000 to 2009. He's their winningest coach of all time, head coach. Then he went to Washington State University from 2012 to 2019, where he's the third most winning coach in their school history. And most recently, he was the current head coach at Mississippi State for the past couple of years. He received a master's of sports science in sports coaching. And before that, he became a doctor of law, graduating from law school. So he's a lawyer. He's a master's degree as well as that. The guy was smart and he was nuts. He's probably most known outside of the air raid offense for being the most hilarious interviewee and press conference coach in all of sports. He once found a kicker when a student fan won a halftime contest for kicking. They picked some guy from the stands, and it was for free rent in the dorms for that year, for freshman year. And the kid kicked like a 40-yard field goal, and they didn't have a good kicker that year, so he signed him. The kid made every extra point that season. Here's a super clip of some of the highlights of him on the mic over the past several years.
What kind of mythical powers does a Sun Devil have? We got to consider that.
So I'm going
to say the Wildcat's out. The Trojan, does he have a horse or is he on foot? Does he have a bow and arrow or just his sword?
Great questions.
The Bruin, definitely formidable. Another bear up there at Cal. The tree, I imagine that tree's going to get chopped down.
On candy corn, did you have an opinion?
I've never liked candy. I think it's just awful. I think candy corn's awful. It's like fruitcake. There's a reason they only serve fruitcake once a year, because it's awful. I hope there's Bigfoot. I don't think there is. The reason I don't think there is because we've found bones of dinosaurs and everything else, but we haven't found bones that I've heard of Bigfoot.
All right, Coach, let's get you started to live Pinpoint Doppler 1. Take it away, and let's get our forecast from you here on this Thursday.
All right, Pinpoint Doppler 1 basically means that we're going to be exact in this weather forecast here, and we're going to nail it down perfectly. So over here, we have Mule Shoe. So those folks in Mule Shoe, you can pretty well go to the bank with what you hear here. And it's going to be windy, but windy's not all bad because other teams that try to throw the ball don't practice in the wind that we do. So therefore we can pass, they won't be able to. So we like that. And then for those of you that don't have calendars at home, Sunday will be the first day of May. And so you might circle that. It says fireworks late, so later in the day. Could be some thunderstorms, but this is after all West Texas, so I wouldn't count on it. Now, on Monday, it says bad stuff, serious storms. Well, you're going to be dead in 100 years anyway. Live dangerously. I would go opposite of that. I mean, that's just too strong, too much. It says bad weather, and the thing on the screen there is just a little too sure of it for my taste. Me personally, expect sun. Go out there, expect sun, have a good time, and if you run into the bad stuff, don't let that hamper your day. Don't be a coward. Stay out in it. Still enjoy the day.
So then I thought, well, all the guy really does is the coin toss. And then I decided, one of the most screwed up things about this country is the fact that in order to do anything, in order to cross the street, we always have to have a committee. And I said, and so I figured, well, screw the committee. We really only need one guy. And now he's got to be smart enough to call either heads or tails. That's it. So then I thought about, well, should I get the biggest guy on the team or the littlest guy on the team? And then I thought, well, Jamal Morrow was on The Price is Right. and was fairly lucky and went to the final round and almost won the sucker. And it was closest to the price, but he's over by like $3. The other person's under by like $60, but since he's over, he loses. And so I figured, well, Jamal Morrow's a lucky guy. Plus, he's got pretty good energy to him and stuff like that. So why not Jamal Morrow? And so then Jamal Morrow goes out and did have an amazing knack for winning the toss. And then, wins it almost all the time. Literally. I'm serious about this. I don't know what his record is, but it's something incredible. And I'm genuinely fearful that on our team, if me and the other coaches don't get them right, that about a generation from now, their kids and their grandkids won't have hands. From a lack of use, those hands just disappear. Maybe they'll be like this, like those dinosaur hands like this are, you see? You got like a Tyrannosaurus Rex who's clearly good at eating things, big old jaws and all that stuff, fairly athletic, can run. Well, his hands are like this. I think we took a very, very, very big step as a team, which we have to correct this. It's going to be best for all these guys that they have good hand development and that they don't evolve to where they don't have hands.
When people write the Mike Leach obituary, how do you want to be remembered?
Well, that's their problem. They're the one writing the obituary. What do I care? I'm dead.
Nice.
There you go. So as you could tell from the throat clearing over the past couple of decades, maybe not the healthiest of guys, but certainly one of the more interesting guys ever. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. He was a great philosophizer, that Mike Leach. Lots of great quotes.
I like his Bigfoot theory. That's good.
It is. I don't know of any bones being found either. So there's a lot of great clips out there of him, and a lot of people are sad because he was well loved. Anyways, that's today's cup of coffee. It was a full one, and you can be a full one too, thanks to our delicious sponsor, Omaha Steaks. The holidays are here. Achieving gifting greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, and delicious Omaha Steaks. That's how you achieve gifting greatness. Omaha Steaks has put together a delicious selection of various gift packages to make shopping for the ones you love nice and easy. It's time to do it, by the way. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. Time to order this, huh? Go to omahasteaks.com now and take advantage of 50% off 50% off site wide. Plus, if you use code HARDFACTOR checkout, you get an additional $40 off your order. Well, that's a pretty good deal.
Jesus.
Whoa. That can't be right. That's right. Omaha Steaks has everything you need to give a gift that's simply perfect. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites like the delicious Butcher's Cut Filet Mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers, which you've heard the boys love. The boys are a big fan of the burgers on this show. The steak and the burgers. How about the Jumbo Franks, too?
Everything is good, and when you give it as a gift, you know it's going to be enjoyed. That's the best part.
Get the package, find out what your loved one's favorite one is. Don't wait. Order today and beat the shipping rush. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code HARDFACTOR. Checkout. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, if you use promo code HARDFACTOR checkout, you get $40 more off your order. Extra 40. There might be some minimum amount you have to hit to get that.
The Jumbo Franks are so big that you could literally stuff a lesser hot dog inside of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What have they been feeding this kid nonstop Jumbo Franks?
Yeah, that's what he eats.
Something like that.
Franks.
This 12-year-old.
Only at Omaha Frank can get somebody that big.
Yeah.
They are delicious and juicy. And Wes, speaking of the Sasquatch stuff with Mike Leach, he has a great quote. Believe in yourself even when no one else will. And Mike Leach says that's what Sasquatch says.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what he does say.
Riggleman probably hates him.
Sasquatch is no joke to Denver Riggleman.
Yeah.
And Mike Leach has a much better sense of humor. All right. R.I.P. And let's also talk about let's talk about the Upside app for a second. Upside, the app, it offsets inflated prices by giving you cash back on purchases. And Upside does this at the places that got inflated prices the most, like gas stations, on their very easy to use price map that is right inside the app. And now I'm driving, thanks to Upside, more miles without the headache of thinking about overpaying next time I have to get gas and fill up my tank like I was before I started using the Upside app. The easy to use gas map that tells you exactly which gas stations are giving the most cents per gallon off. You just go there, boom, check in, fill up. You're done. You get the cash back in your account. Whether it's driving less, dining out less, buying less from the grocery store, we can all agree there's nothing fun about less. That's why I started using Upside. Upside is an incredible app for anyone who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. With Upside, I don't have to cut back because I get cash back on every purchase. To get started, download the free Upside app and use promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word. And next, get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. Next, claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. Check in at the business, which is just, click the button. Pay as usual with a credit card or debit card, whatever you're using, and get paid your cash back. In comparison with credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside. Upside users are earning more than $1 million every week. That's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. Download great rating. Many other great businesses are rated 4.8 stars on the App Store.
Yeah,
I've heard
so too.
Wes, what's your favorite part of Upside?
I was going to say, I actually used it today to buy gas. And it's like whenever you're in the Upside app, you go back in time to a time where inflation didn't even exist.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's an inflation buster.
Yeah.
Inflation time machine.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Incredible. They say time travel is impossible. Upside crack the code. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word, to get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. That's $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more using promo code HARDFACTOR. Free app. Download it. Support the pod. Okay. It's time for
the international moment.
That's right. Definitely time for an international moment today. But this one is also a little bit of...
You gotta be ripping about that. I'm not. Are you trying to do tarnish the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of the world?
A little bit of tarnishing of Intercontinental champ belts today. Yeah, it's not good, guys.
Around.
No. People are screwing around, Mark, and that's a problem. Because I've got 3 cases to go over in the news today, fellas, where folks were riding high internationally, intercontinentally, and then their shit got tarnished. And it's not good. Not good at all. First up, travelers to Bali. You ever heard of Bali? We covered it a couple weeks ago here. Some big news out of Bali.
Isn't that where the Australian lady went?
Yes.
The orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is where she went.
The lady that canceled on us and never got back to us. Yeah, her.
Oh, yeah. Well, her kid was sick. We need to get back with her. We also, Jenna. Oh, you did? Also, Jenna, we see you walking. We need to get back.
Jenna Jameson.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, international travelers to Bali, guys. Have either of you ever been to Bali? Ever?
No.
You know that we haven't.
I'm not rich enough for Bali.
Yeah.
I figured maybe there was one of those trips to Bali I never heard about from one of you guys.
I wouldn't shut up about it if I wanted.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like Pat with chainsaw. Hey, Bali.
You relate every story back to your one time in
I
Bali.
work it in at least once a show,
Oh, yeah. Well, in Bali,
Balinese culture.
They do it like this in Bali,
So we did cover a few weeks ago the chick who everybody's mad at for showing her bikini at the orphanage. But no, we also covered that Indonesia would be cracking down on sex outside of marriage across the country. And that what they're doing is they're threatening up to a year in jail for unmarried couples who have sex, or 6 months, which is less, for those who cohabit and potentially have sex all the time. So you get less of a charge for living with somebody.
So they're jumping on the same thing Indonesia did?
No, Bali is part inside Indonesia.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. They're also outlawing stuff like general dissent against the government. Not a lot of crazy laws.
Sharia law.
Yeah. Yep. Basically, a lot of crazy laws coming in there. Anyways, Indonesia's deputy justice minister of travel, I think, Edward Omar Sharif Harrier.
She's going to be seeing less tourists.
Well, no, Mark, he says, I want to emphasize for our foreign tourists, please come to Indonesia because you will not be charged with this article.
But you might But you might get stabbed by the locals who are pissed that you're fucking.
I was going to say raped, but yeah.
You might, Mark. You're onto something there. You'd also have to be reported by an Indonesian family member to the police in order to be charged with this crime. So as long as you don't take the ladyboy back to her house, you should be just fine.
The one on the far left, I don't care if she's a ladyboy. I'd still
put it up again. They're all ladyboys.
Far.
Those are women.
Yeah, well, that's a good call. I was just kidding. Those are all chicks. Balinese chicks are hot. So good eye, Wes. So lucky for Bali travelers, the intercontinental ones, you're still the champs. Your belt remains untarnished in the end.
I would never eat at like a resort if I knew that the chef making my food
couldn't have sex.
Yeah. And I could.
Yeah.
There's no way I could eat.
No.
I'd be like, this guy's
he's gonna
shitting in my
you.
food.
Yeah, he's maybe coming in your food because he's so jammed up.
No way.
He's so jammed up. He's so backed up.
Well, you just got to get married at like 10 over there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, there you go.
This is like the rule in Virginia where you couldn't have oral sex or any other sex unless you were married, or you couldn't even do it if you were married, and they got rid of it like 20 years ago.
Yeah, but that was like just kind of like a funny thing.
Yeah.
This is they're gonna enforce.
Do you guys remember?
It's like harsh. Yeah, it's like Sharia law, like you guys were saying.
Do you remember Challenge 24, the math game?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wes has practiced so much. He's gotten so good at ladyboys. He's like as quick as those Challenge 24 kids.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
Good eye, Wes. I
that
tried to choose a specifically, obviously women group of chicks this time.
Yeah, that's good though.
Those are
A minus 4, 6 times 4, 24. Ladyboy.
My aunt would make me play that game with my much smarter cousin, and it was just torture.
That's mean.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, I used to be in some of the GT
He's like
classes.
top of his class and like Georgia Tech
She was trying to rub it in your nose.
Oh yeah, it was there.
Yeah.
Dude, 24 games got heated in GT class. It was nuts. People would get crazy.
Memorize the cards. They would.
That's what he was doing. He's
mark the cards.
People memorize the cards.
They fucking hit it before it even got on the
He knew by
table.
the pattern of the 4 numbers what the answer was. It's not like he could quickly do it like that.
Which is also
people
genius in
memorize
itself.
Yeah, it takes some work, but it's cheating.
It's also a little weird in
Yeah.
itself.
a little bit.
Yeah, his intercontinental belt tarnished, I'd say, with the level of memorization. Anyways, some other folks had their intercontinental belts tarnished this week. Take, for example, former European Parliament Vice President. Her name is Eva Kaili of Greece. Here's what she looks like during the day, guys. And she's saying, I did nothing wrong. And then here's what she looks like at night when she's like, oh, yes.
Everything wrong.
Yes, let's do something wrong now, tonight, together. Yeah, she's hot. Anyways, she had her term ended on Tuesday after being arrested for taking bribes from Qatar. Mark already mentioned on yesterday's show that Belgium is full of people like this chick who also took money from Qatar to help them get the World Cup. And
I'm okay with her doing it.
Yeah. Well, she's basically become the face, Mark, of the whole thing. They're trying to, at least in the European Parliament, they're trying to pin it all on Vice President Eva Kaili.
Sexist.
Yeah. Well, that's what she's saying. I mean, her and all the other people from Belgium that you mentioned, they were arrested. And coincidentally, that is Belgium, Brussels, the capital of the European Union. So that's where you'd expect those bribes to be given from Qatar. So it all makes sense. There was also an Italian man arrested along with Eva, but no European soccer bribe is complete without at least one Italian man intimately involved in the details.
It doesn't even count.
No. It's not a real. It's not a real bribe.
We don't have an Italian guy here yet. Yeah.
Or you an undercover? Where's the Italian guy?
Yeah, this is gonna fail.
Yeah.
We need his brain on this.
You absolutely. It's like the something blue at a wedding, right? You have to have it. If you don't, it's bad luck in the bribe. So that's why they always get caught with one. So it's not the Italians' fault. It's just that they're required in these types of soccer bribes. And finally, the last tarnished intercontinental belt on the menu today is Alexei and Daria Brayman. And here's what they look like, guys. They're a quaint New Hampshire couple, and you see them on the screen. What's your first thoughts of them?
She's a guy.
Wes is on it, dude. Wes is challenge 24 in it, left and right. Lady boy.
Am I
four
wrong?
minus 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 6. Lady boy. Trans man.
No, she's a chick.
No. He thought the boy used to be a girl.
No, I thought the girl used to be a boy.
Oh no.
They're both the original sexes, I believe, for birth.
Somebody's gonna back me up in the Discord on this one. I know.
I thought she looked normal. I thought he was. They look like they have a secret.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, such a secret.
He also might have a hand up her rear.
Yeah, he's got it weirdly. She's like laying across his body. It's one of a very posed look for.
It's the chin for Wes that's confusing him.
You know exactly what it is. Yeah.
She's got a butt chin. She's got
the neck,
muscular neck. Yeah. Real muscular neck. Yeah. Mark, what do you think they did? What do you think?
What
do you think of them as a couple?
What country are they?
New Hampshire.
Well, they're American. They're New Hampshire.
I don't think they look too happy. I think they have a secret, and I think they don't look too happy.
You're right on it.
Yeah.
You're right on it. Wes, you're not, but your head's in the right spot because they are hiding something. They are a New Hampshire couple who was described by their neighbors as quote unquote the nicest. That's Alexi and Daria Brayman again. And they even have the house right now currently decorated for Christmas, right? The blow ups outside, the lights right now. And they run it, and they're running an Etsy shop, a quaint Etsy shop for neon signs and other crafts.
Perfect.
All American dream, Mark.
What do they have? Hansel and Gretel in the oven?
Kinda. Turns out the Etsy store from home was actually a storage facility for, quote, trafficking advanced electronics and sophisticated testing equipment used in quantum computing, hypersonic and nuclear weapon development, and other space-based military applications, unquote, according to the prosecutors.
So is your neighbor.
So they're just they're traitors.
So is your neighbor.
Oh, total traitors. I'll give you guys one guess to guess where Alexi was shipping his secrets
Russia.
back to. Yeah.
He looks like a Russian trans man.
Yeah. In retrospect, he's the most Russian spy looking dude of all time.
That is hilarious.
Oh, do you like our Etsy equipment and gear? We make trinkets, American trinkets. Because we are American.
USA #1. Yeah, he's like he's literally going to like pro-Ukraine rallies and stuff. Like,
oh gosh, it's horrible what they're doing.
His profile.
Yeah. Hello, Bob.
Hello, Bob. How are the kids?
Yeah. How are the kids, Bob?
Yeah,
see Santa's out. Santa.
You love the blow-ups? Yeah. We do them for you because you're fucking stupid and we want to kill you all.
Why is the house glowing? It's the lights.
Damn.
Yeah, it's quantum nuclear
physics.
secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, his quantum computing stuff could have been the glow, Mark. You're right. The wife hasn't been charged yet, but I mean, look at the picture. She's either hiding something or she is hiding something. She knows what's up.
She looks Russian too.
I said.
We're sure she's not hiding the dick, right?
He threatened her with this. I will tell your secret.
Yeah, they've got. I'm sure that the KGB's got something on both of them. And anyways,
we need two men in the house just in case shit goes down.
That.
Two men in the house. It is Russian standard.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I'd say they should bring back Red Sparrow if this is the way that they're going.
Well, the problem is, like you said, like they're, even if the Russian government had something on them, they're more scared of the Russian government than anything the U.S. government can do to them because we're pussies compared to Russia when it comes to this.
Right. We'll give them like 5 years of white collar prison, and then they'll get traded for a WNBA player
because their family was kidnapped.
Right.
We're not going to execute them. What, like the Rosenbergs, isn't that people that were the nuclear secrets?
Executed? Yeah. This guy, so what this guy was selling, or not selling, he was like, I guess, buying equipment that he could then move back illegally to Russia, and I guess it was to help develop hypersonic missiles.
Treason.
Hypersonic nuclear.
Yeah, I mean, it's treason. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's going to jail, but I mean, he's not like Mark said. We're not as hardcore as
he's going to country club jail as opposed to getting his head chopped off.
Right. We're not going to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. They are never going to get the opportunity. I mean, actually, that picture of them would make a great painting, wouldn't it? It would make a fantastic painting. And you know who can do that for them, or could have done that for them before they're going to go to jail for treason? Paint Your Life. Paint Your Life and create a portrait with anyone you want together. Want a painting of your children with the grandparents they never met? Go ahead. Lost loved one.
It's a great gift for someone that's about to serve a long stint.
Absolutely.
Also, the feds can just get this for themselves for their office.
Yeah,
that's true.
I would want this.
They captured
I would
Lexi.
want that up in the office for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely, as a reminder of just
portrait.
Keep your head on
their
straight.
family
well done.
portrait.
Could be anyone. Yeah. Even meaningful designs and quotes. You imagine that the artist will create it. When I heard about paintyourlife.com, I thought, what a great idea for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings. I gifted my girlfriend one of her dog, and she fucking cried her eyes out, and then she blew me like the Dickens. It was a good day. But I figured it must be expensive, right?
She assumed the position of a dog.
Right. Nope. Not expensive. Very affordable. You will be amazed at how affordable it actually is to give an incredible gift like this. So if you want to give a truly meaningful gift, you've got to try paintyourlife.com. Get a professional hand-painted portrait, any photo, affordable price, or you combine the photos. Choose from a team of world-class artists. Work with them until every detail is perfect. So they're not going to ship it to you until you're happy. User-friendly platform makes it easy to order a custom-made, hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. And it's fast. You can receive your portrait in as little as 2 weeks. So, get in there and do it now if you want to be the Christmas hero. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get the special offer, text the word FACTOR to 87204. That's FACTOR, FACTOR, to 87204. Text FACTOR to 87204. Paint Your Life, celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates apply. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Again, FACTOR to 87204.
We are, between our store.hardfactor.com and all of our sponsors, we are setting you up for the perfect holiday gift giving season. So
I mean, really, if
hope
you
you're
fuck up
taking
Christmas,
advantage.
you're just
Hope
a
you're taking
moron.
advantage.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's go over to New Zealand, where I assume very fat members of their parliament passed one of the worst laws since Prohibition, a law that takes away one of the greatest pleasures and rights we as humans have enjoyed for thousands of years, a right gifted to us by God himself when he made the Nicotiana tabacum, or Nicotiana rustica, as it's known here in America, the tobacco plant. That's right. New Zealand, those fools, have just banned all people who were born after 2008 from ever enjoying or buying a cigarette in New Zealand.
That's not going to go over well in the bush.
No.
What?
Yeah.
There's no way that goes.
How do you enforce
Sydney,
the law?
right?
Well, one, they're gonna ID
store
everyone.
sells them, they get huge fines.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. Right. I get that, but can't their buddy born like 10 years earlier just buy 2 packs and hand one over?
That's what you would do in this situation. It's going to create a black market of cigarettes, which a lot of people were worried about. But this dummy, Health Minister Ayesha Verrall, who introduced the bill, said it was a step towards a smoke-free future, and I think she forgot the words "less satisfying" in there. Towards a smoke-free and less satisfying.
So if you're over 18 now, you can smoke forever and just die.
Yes,
and then
yes. But
so she's like bragging about how she just made the stupidest law on planet Earth.
Absolutely. Quote.
Yeah.
Why would
it's very hard to enforce?
Why wouldn't they just ban it for everyone? That's what I don't get. Like, what?
Right, that's my point, Mark. Yeah. It's like it's impossible to enforce.
This is like the Catholic Church or someone being like, you know what? Ooh, we just remembered how you actually get into heaven before we were wrong. So everyone else that's about to die and has died in the past is in hell, but now we figured out this one thing and you're going to heaven.
Oh, it gets worse. She said,
very judgmental. It's very condescending to have the young people, not smoking. But it's because you're going to live. It's because you're going to live.
Yeah, and they could join the army and all that shit.
Yeah.
Quote: thousands of people will live longer, healthier lives, and the health system will be $3.2 billion better off from not needing to treat the illnesses caused by smoking. Listen, I got to be honest with you.
I don't doubt her stats.
Yeah, that's
well. I think Canada's got a better plan than New Zealand on this one.
Then.
No, I think if it were up to me, I'd say euthanize more people to get those healthcare costs down versus ban smoking. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, so you're siding with Canada on this.
I think Canada's got a better idea than New Zealand on this one.
I think that they're both batshit crazy, but I'm with you, Wes. Maybe the lesser
which one's
of two
worse?
evils is the euthanization.
Yeah, which one's worse? Yeah,
which one's worse? The MAID program in Canada or New Zealand's no cigarettes after 2008?
Yeah. So New Zealand's smoking rate is already at historic lows, with 8% of adults smoking daily, according to a new statistics, down from 9.4 last year. And it's hard to smoke when you're stuffing your face in some of New Zealand's best known snacks, like I don't know, the cheese roll, which is just a deconstructed grilled cheese rolled up and fried. Or how about hokey pokey ice cream, which is just ice cream with a honeycomb in it for that extra sugar, which actually sounds delicious. Or I think I got to the bottom of what's going on over there. It's the bacon and egg pie, which is just full hard-boiled eggs inside of a pastry shell with chunks of ham. And they like to take this one on picnics. This is
that's spam, West. It's got to be spam.
Well, it's probably, but this is a favorite on picnics. And they say, if you notice, you have to. They say that you have to wait till it cools down, because I don't think that New Zealanders wait for anything to cool down before they eat it.
Everybody's burning their mouth on the bacon and egg
a lot
pie.
of burned mouths in New Zealand.
Not known for their cuisine, huh?
No. Well, this is what's going on.
They do the giant underground pig roasts too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
lots of like as Wes says, they like to eat.
There's like a lot of fish there, right? They're on an island. They got to fish a lot, right?
Yeah, but they drench. They bread the fish, because fish and chips is another one of their big.
Fish and chips is like all I ate over there. So, Wes, what's the status of roll your own cigarettes? Because it is a huge roll your own cigarettes country.
Well, wait a minute. Well, I want to talk a little bit more about how fat the Maoris are. This guy, Ricky Bell, he did an actual study. It says Maori obesity linked to various factors in study, and his 4 main reasons were, quote, 4 influences on obesity unique to Maori people were revealed. Relationships. First one, relationships and social connectedness, meaning they eat to bond and bond to eat.
Because everyone has a goddamn 6-day festival.
Right, exactly. Marks spiritual beliefs and cultural practices.
Big roast next weekend.
Everyone's getting married for a month straight.
Yeah. They throw too many goddamn parties and feasts and dances.
It rained.
Yeah.
It rained. Mm-hmm. Let's have a festival.
Another one, historical trauma and impacts of colonization, sad eating. We all know that one well. And ineffectiveness and cultural
that's what they call white people.
Insensitivity of the biomedical model of caloric restriction, diet, and exercise. Basically, the Maori's bodies are immune to recommendations by modern doctors. I think that's what that one says.
It's immune to metabolism.
Yeah. Anyway,
we have some room to talk, but we're not banning it. That's a good point, though. Obesity's got to be worse than the healthcare system.
Is she a Maori, the woman that made this rule?
I don't know. You tell me.
Maybe so.
I can't. That's racist.
Anyway, let's get back to it. The smoking bill by these fat morons.
Is it? To even ask what's her name again?
To just
Aisha. Hang on.
It's like the Ladyboy game.
Aisha Verrall.
The Ladyboy game, but with race. What race is this person?
I'm trying to tell by the name. No idea.
She's local. I don't know.
But that has nothing to do with whether you're Maori or not. Maoris was a tribe before the Europeans came.
Well, I don't know.
I think Wes's point, though, is obesity is worse for the healthcare system than cigarettes, right?
Obesity, yeah. Anyway, so the bill is also designed to limit the number of retailers able to sell smoked tobacco products from to 600 nationwide, down from 6,000 currently. So you're gonna have to drive to get your cigarettes. You're gonna have to, they're gonna be out everywhere.
Okay, that is a rule that makes a change, not the age thing.
And they're going to reduce nicotine levels in products to make them less addictive. And sure, why don't you just take the bacon out of the bacon and egg pie while you're at it? In
New Zealand, like I'm happy I went there before they started to suck ass so bad. So,
well, here's the kicker. she thinks that cigs are the problem, bless her heart. And do you guys know that over 50% of Maori adults are obese, according to a 2017 study? And then there's this. The legislation does not ban vape products, which has become far more popular among younger generations than cigarettes. So these young kids don't even give a fuck about cigarettes. So it's like,
wait, so you can still buy a Juul pop?
Yo, you can still vape no matter what age you are. They're not banning vapes at all, just cigarettes.
And you can buy those anywhere? Like not even just
that's what I believe, yeah.
Do you guys go to convenience stores frequently?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely do, Wes. You might go more than me. Yeah. The young people getting vapes in like shady convenience stores in South Austin is insane. There's 8,000 flavors. They like lose their mind if their flavor's out of stock. It's like fucking it's like a heroin addict. Like they're like licking the glass case with
like a Starbucks
nicotine
drink.
Vapes.
Yeah.
Nicotine
I asked my wife, I was like, do you think that some of these people might be selling weed vapes? Because people are acting like goddamn lunatics trying to get these things.
No, I mean, if you like here, if you have like, have you guys
zombies?
Have you guys ever tried Zen 6s, the 6 milligrams?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude, those will fuck you up to the point where you'd probably be zombieing out if you like ran out. If you were on if you were doing a 10 of that a day.
No, I just tried. I didn't know there was that sounds like the extra
6 milligrams of nicotine.
Yeah, per pouch. So say you did 20 of those pouches a day, you would be having crazy withdrawals.
Yeah, you can still get those. You just can't buy cigs.
Yeah, you can still get those, which probably fuck your body up to insane degrees because you're consuming so much more nicotine than you would from just a classic old cigarette.
Yeah. Enjoy your Trulies and vapes.
The vape studies that come out in like 5 years are gonna be interesting.
Oh, they already are getting interesting.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, they've already said no. As a guy who I've always said, because I switched from flower weed to vape because of the smell. Like basically around the time I became a dad, I was like, all right, I can't have the smell of the flower around all the time. But I never thought was fooling myself thinking that this is going to be so healthy for me.
This
and now
my lungs.
There's already studies out saying it's basically the same. It's like it's just different. It's the same but different.
With the added bonus of it could blow your face off.
Right, your battery could explode in your face or something. Right.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Their heads are full of grease over there. I don't know.
Yeah, anytime you're smoking, but it should be your choice. Like Wes says, it should be your choice to be fat too. I don't think that fat people shouldn't be demonized just because the cigarette Nazis down there in New Zealand.
It's because you can't attack the obesity the same way you can as the smoking. It's like there's a comic that does the same thing. It's
stigma.
Like it's like you're smoking at a table with a bunch of people. The guy will be like, "Oh, that's disgusting. Put the cigarette." Yet there's a 500-pound woman down the road, down the table. You can't say shit to her.
They're coming after your culture. They're coming after the big parties.
Yeah.
So you should be able to do whatever you want.
That is fucked up. How come it's easy? How come it's okay to tell a smoker hey, you're gross, but it's not okay to tell somebody who needs 2 chairs that they need 2 chairs?
Well, one reason would be secondhand smoke.
Yeah. Indoors. Yeah, I get that for indoors. Right.
But if you're specifically talking about, you're going to kill yourself.
Unless you sit on someone and crush them, you can't secondhand.
What if you're at a patio?
You can't secondhand fat someone to death. I've never heard of that.
But people criticize smokers for being
a really steep patio, Mark.
Yeah, but the big critique of smokers is, oh, you're going to kill yourself. Don't you know what that's going to do to you? It's going to give you cancer. But they leave the guy shoving donuts in his face alone because it's just culture. It's just culture.
People should be educated more about how the cigs and the donuts are going to fucking kill you pretty quick. But at the end of the day, if you have a fun society, you have to offer shit that people want to do, which is eat donuts and smoke cigs.
The more you tell people not to do something, the more they're going to want to do it.
Right. Exactly. It's like Portugal, look at them. They were the country that figured out that with drugs, if you just let somebody do them, it makes it a hell of a lot less enticing. Right. Especially if you make somebody do them and then they have to sit there with a therapist and a doctor and learn how to not be addicted.
The best anti-smoking things are the commercials with people with the no throat and those type of things, the voice things, and put a label of just you're gonna die everywhere on the thing. Messaging is fine, but
yeah. I mean, look,
you would just
make
work
on you or not.
Yeah.
Underground tobacco.
I used to hate it when I was little. Like my parents, I'd used to crumple up their cigarettes. I'd find them and I tear up their cigarettes.
Look at you now.
Look at me now.
Look at you now. You were such a dork back then. Yeah. You little shit.
Yeah, man. I used
to hate that.
You little dweeb. Oh, I'm sure they hated it. Yeah.
Yeah, they would hate it.
Carton down the tubes.
Buy a new pack. Yeah.
Got that.
You're never going to get rid of tobacco, though.
No.
They're making cocaine out of tobacco now. You think you're going to get rid of original tobacco? They're making cocaine tobacco. You're not getting rid of shit.
You know what they need? You know what they need to do is just fix lung cancer.
Yeah,
scientists and doctors. Why don't you just work on fixing cancer?
That would save billions from the health insurance industry. I bet.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure would. So that's going to do it. Little known fact: the Maori word for fat is mamona. So
mamona.
Yeah, if you want to call someone fat without them knowing what you're saying, just call them
mamona. When Jason Momoa gets fat, you can call him Jason Momona.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's absolutely awesome. Right. Yeah. All right, let's do the.
And only he'll get it.
Yeah,
such a burn though.
Pissed.
All right, so Pat is on tomorrow's show. Is that correct?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go.
Dreidel.
It's gonna be a close one.
It's Will in the end.
It's Will in the end.
There you go.
That's gonna do it. We love you. Smoke a cig today. Have a great fucking day.